Yeah, everybody, my name is Lowell and welcome to the channel. So we have a sponsored video. Thank you very much, Joe, for this one. So this is going to be RWBY chapter 11 and 12. This one is called Jaundice. Let's jump in. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, they're doing battle? Training, I'm assuming. Wow, look at the size of that guy's mace. Holy moly.
This is the part where you lose.
Over my dead.
That's enough. Students, as you can see, Mr. Ark's aura has now dropped into the red. In a tournament-style duel, this would indicate that John is no longer fit for battle and that the official may call the match. Mr. Ark, it's been weeks now. Please try to refer to your scroll during combat. Gauging your aura will help you to decide when it is appropriate to attack or when it is better to move to a more defensive strategy.
So they actually can tell how strong their
We wouldn't want you to be
aura
gobbled
is.
up by a Beowulf, now would we?
Speak for yourself.
Remember, everyone, the Vital Festival is only a few months away. It won't be long before students from the other kingdoms start arriving in Vale, so keep practicing. Those who choose to
Okay,
compete
so they're
in
going to have a
combat
competition.
tournament
Okay.
will be representing all of Vale.
Okay. God, you can feel his...
So, there we were, in the middle of the night.
It was day.
We were surrounded by Ursai.
There were Beowulfs.
Dozens of them!
2 of them.
But they were no match. And in the end, Ren and I took them down and made a boatload of Lien selling Ursa's skin rugs.
She's been having this recurring dream for nearly a month now.
Jean, are you okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
No, he's
Why?
well distracted.
It's just that you seem a little not okay.
Guys, I'm fine.
What do you
Seriously.
expect? He just got
Look.
beat.
Jean, Cardin has been
Are they
picking on
teasing
you
her?
since the first week of school.
Who? Cardin Winchester? Ah, he just likes to mess around, you know? Practical jokes.
He's a bully.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds
please.
like it.
Name one time he's bullied me. No, come on!
Okay, so he is a bully.
Ah. Oh, come on!
Each of you will be assigned one rocket-propelled locker to store your weapons and extra armor. Additionally, your locker can be sent to a
You're gonna
custom
push him in the
location
locker?
based on a 6-digit code.
What?
No, wait, get me out of here. Please, don't do it. Oh, come on.
Wait, where does that go?
I didn't land far from the school.
Jean, you know if you ever need help, you can just ask.
Oh,
Nice to have
we'll
friends like
break his
that.
legs!
Guys, really, it's fine.
She's gun-ho.
Besides, it's not like he's only a jerk to me. He's a jerk to everyone.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it right.
Please stop.
I told you it was real.
What a freak.
Smash him with the tray.
Atrocious. I can't stand people like him.
He's not the only one.
It must be hard to be a Faunus.
Oh, he is hiding some real trauma or something. He's got some something going on in the background, that's for sure. All right, let's move on to the next episode.
Yes, prior to the Faunus Rights Revolution, more popularly known as the Faunus War, humankind was quite adamant about centralizing Faunus population in menagerie. Now, while this must feel like ancient history to many of you, it is imperative to remember that these are relatively recent events. Why, the repercussions of the uprising can still be seen to this day. Now,
Maybe a little bit less coffee.
Have any among you been subjugated or discriminated because of your Faunus heritage?
Yes. Put your hand up.
Dreadful, simply dreadful. Remember, students, it is precisely this kind of ignorance that breeds violence. I mean, just look at what happened to the White Fang. Now, which one of you young scholars can tell me what many theorists believe to be the turning point in the 3rd year of the war? Yes.
The battle at Fort Castle?
Precisely. And who can tell me the advantage the Faunus had over General Lagoon's forces?
Hey!
Mr. Art, finally contributing to class. This is excellent, excellent. What is the answer?
The answer... The advantage, the Faunus had over that guy's stuff. Binoculars!
Very funny, Mr. Ark. Conan, perhaps you would care to share your thoughts on the subject.
Well, I know it's a lot easier to train an animal than a soldier.
You're not the most open-minded of individuals, are you, Cardin?
What? You got a problem?
No, I have the answer. It's night vision. Many faunus are known to have nearly perfect sight in the dark.
General Lagoon was inexperienced and made the mistake of trying to ambush the faunus in their sleep. His massive army was outmatched, and the general was captured. Perhaps
Especially if they can
he'd
see
paid
at night.
attention in class, he wouldn't have been remembered as such a failure.
Ooh.
Mr. Winchester, please take your seat. You and Mr. Ark could both see me after class for additional readings.
Oh.
Now, moving on.
You go on ahead. I'll wait for Jean.
You two have been struggling in my class since day one. Now, I don't know if it's a lack of interest or just your stubborn nature, but whatever it is, it stops now. You've worked hard to gain entrance to the school, and we only accept the best of the best, so I expect you to act like it. History is important, gentlemen. If you can't learn from it, you're destined to repeat it. Pages 51 to 91. I want an essay on my desk by next class. Now, run along.
Ow!
Definitely a bully, eh?
I really will break his legs. I have an idea. Here, come with me.
Pyrrha, I know I'm going through a hard time right now, but I'm not that depressed. I can always be a farmer or something.
No!
Jump off the
That's not
building.
why I brought you up here.
Jeez.
Jean, I know you're having a difficult time in class, and that you're still not the strongest of fighters, so...
Oh, somebody's
wanna help
listening
you.
down on the window.
What?
We can train up here after class where no one can bother us.
You think I need help?
No! No, that's not what I meant.
But you just said it.
Jean, everybody needs a little push from time to time. It doesn't make you any different from the rest of us. You made it to Beacon. That speaks volumes of what you're capable of.
That tower
Wrong.
definitely looks like Wizard of Oz.
I don't belong here.
That's a terrible thing to say. Of course you do.
No, I don't.
So how did you get in?
I wasn't really accepted into Beacon.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What?
I mean, I didn't go to combat school. I didn't pass any tests. I didn't earn my spot at this academy.
Oh, was it bought for him?
I lied. I got my hands on some fake transcripts, and I lied.
What?
What?
But why?
Because this is what I've always wanted to be. My father, my grandfather, and his father before him were all warriors. They were all heroes. I wanted to be one too.
No.
I was just never good enough.
Then let me help you.
I don't want help. I don't want to be the damsel in distress. I want to be the hero.
Jean,
I'm tired of being the lovable idiot stuck in the tree while his friends fight for their lives. Don't you understand? If I can't do this on my own, then what good am I? Just leave me alone, okay?
If that's what you think is best.
I knew he was listening.
Carden?
I knew he was
I
listening.
couldn't help but overhear you two from my dorm room. So, you snuck into Beacon, huh? I gotta say, Jean, I never expected you to be such a rebel.
Please, Carden, please don't tell anyone.
Jean, come on. I'd never ratted a friend like that.
A friend?
Yeah, right.
Of course. We're friends now, Johnny boy. And the way I see it, as long as you're there for me when I need you, we'll be friends for a long time.
Oh, no.
That being said, I really don't have time to do those extra readings Dr. RWBY gave us today. Think you could take care of that for me, buddy? That's what I thought. Don't worry, Jean. Your secret's safe with me.
Wow. This end music definitely suits that teacher. So after all these, the last 10 episodes, it kind of makes sense now. We were kind of wondering if he was a comic relief, but it's the fact that he kind of, well, actually, it's pretty black and white. He cheated his way into school, but he has that lineage to take care of, to live up to, his father, his grandfather, both hunters, and if he didn't make the school, what would that make him? How would they see him? So he's living with that kind of that trauma of, I got to get in, I got to do my best, I got to do this hunter, I got to do this, I got to do that. So he's doing it, but now he's actually there and doing it. He knows that he's kind of a level below everybody. That's obviously why I never knew about the aura and everything else. How he didn't know about the landing strategy and all that kind of stuff. It kind of makes sense now. So the fighting style that he has and everything else, and it's all obviously clicking into place about it. So, and obviously the worst person to hear about it is that guy. I knew I could see somebody at the bottom of the picture there, listening at the window. So, it's just so now he's got something over John. So, he's going to make his life even more miserable now. So, you can just imagine what he's going to do. It's like every teenage high school movie you've ever seen. He's just going to, be over his shoulder, get him to do all this useless pieces of stuff for him, homework and whatever else, and John is going to be stuck in that position because he can't tell anybody. What's he going to tell him? So, I mean, Pirate is obviously, is there to help him, to lend him support as a friend, not demeaning him or anything else like that, trying to offer him, more lessons, practice fighting and whatever else. It's not the fact that he's not good enough. She just wants to give him a hand, to reach his full potential. So it's always nice, the whole teams were there, both teams were there, supporting him, over that dinner table. So, trying to be there and support him. And that's what obviously friends do, but you can see John is kind of getting lower and lower and lower in as the episodes go along. But in saying that, the other side of the coin is Professor Ozpin must have seen something in him. Maybe, actually, I just had a thought. Maybe that's what the transcripts were. Remember in the last episode, they said, I don't care what the transcripts say. Maybe they've already figured it out. Maybe they had all these transcripts saying that he could do this, and obviously he can't. So maybe that's what they're meaning. Okay, so that kind of makes sense as well too. So, but Professor must have seen something in him to make him the team leader of Juniper. So there must be something there. As we were saying, it's that confidence that he is lacking. He's got this, this inner strength that he hasn't tapped into yet. You know, Pyra can see it when she unlocked that aura. You know, as she said, you know, you've got a lot of this aura, you know, healed that wound on his face and everything else, you know. He just needs to tap into it. He needs to tap. He's got that untapped potential, as they say. But now he's going to have this goon hanging over his neck that's kind of going to be squishing that down as well, too. So it's going to be interesting to see how he kind of handles the situation, what's going to happen when it comes out to the forefront so everybody knows. It's going to be interesting. So that was a good episode. Obviously, it gives a little bit more backstory of John, you know, what he's thinking, what he's going through, that, you know, that guilt of coming to the school, not on merit, but obviously, you know, fake papers and everything else too. So, you know, you can kind of see where he's coming from. He's a little nervous. He's a little kind of scared he's going to be found out all the time. He's not quite got that skill level as everybody else because he didn't go to combat school and all this other stuff. So that obviously explains that lack of, you know, fighting ability at the moment. So it's going to be interesting to see how his character is going to grow, if he's going to tap into that potential that he has. So obviously Professor can see it. Other people can see it. He just can't see it himself. So he just needs to kind of tap into that. So it's going to be interesting. The good thing is he's got great friends there who are already there to support him when he needs it. So that's a great thing already. So, but good episode. We can't wait to see what else happens, guys. Thank you very much for joining me today. Make sure you stay safe, and I will definitely see you in the next reaction video. Did you enjoy that video? Why not watch another one?